The News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Presidential hopeful Comelec de Guzman launched his campaign, reiterating his promise to end contractualization and to have the richest Filipinos pay higher taxes should he be elected. However, the lack of a permit for his proclamation rally, which the Comelec says should be a campaign offense, casts a shadow on the kickoff event. JC Cosico has the details.
Riding a motorcycle, presidential candidate and labor leader Comelec de Guzman held a caravan from his home in Cainta, Rizal all the way to Quezon City on Tuesday.
Kulay ng paglaban ito, pagtutol. Yan. Saan po? Sa mga patakaran, mga batas, na pinatutupad ng gobyerno, lalo sa mga manggagawa.
His contingent then went to ABS-CBN where he was met with different labor groups.
Larawan kasi simbolo ng panupit sa kalayaan sa pamamahayag.
From here, they marched on to Bantayog ng mga bayani for his proclamation rally. But it turns out, his team failed to apply for a campaign permit.
Definitely, it is an election offense. Per records po from the NCR, they didn't receive any application po for the conduct of any mode of campaign from the group of Comelec de Guzman.
Comelec rules state applications for campaign activities should be secured 72 hours before the scheduled date. The Guzman said their party, Partido Lakas na Mas, submitted an application last February 6, but it wasn't completed. He said their lawyers are now sorting out the matter.
Sabi sa akin, nakapag-file sila, hindi lang natapos yung requirements.
The presidential hopeful proceeded with the event, saying they are ready to face the repercussions.
Kung may mga ganun talaga, di harapin natin.
Comelec says their law department is also now evaluating the matter.
Sila yung mag-evaluate nung nangyari at sila yung magsasabi kung may election offense nga bang nangyari at kung ano yung dapat na response dyan.
The poll body is hoping that the Guzman's camp will comply with rules and similar gatherings in the future. Meanwhile, the program held at the Bantayog ng mga bayani was simple. Some even sang on stage. The team, however, opted not to invite celebrities for the activity as they would rather focus on their party's platforms.
Ang pangingibabawin ay yung dapat hindi yung pagsasaya, kundi pag-uusap sa problemang kinakarap ng bayan.
During his speech, the Guzman said it was the oppressed workers and the poor which inspired him to run for president. He also took a swipe at President Duterte for his failed promise to end contractualization in the country.
Pero sa halip na ipagbawal ang contractualisasyon, gumawa pa silang batas ng isang executive order na nag-legalize sa mga manpower agency.
Over 1,000 supporters attended the Guzman's proclamation rally. Present in the event is his running mate Walden Bello and senatorial bets Roy Cabonegro, David D'Angelo, and attorney Luke Espiritu. The program, which lasted for more than 2 hours, ended with a fireworks display, with candidates raising each other's hands as they shout, For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
With the official campaign season underway, the Comelec reminds candidates and their supporters to follow not just election rules but also pandemic-related mandates. The poll body emphasized the need to observe minimum health standards, such as the proper wearing of face masks and face shields in places where these are still required. The Comelec has also started taking down campaign materials that are posted in prohibited areas such as electric cables. The Commission appeals to the public for help to ensure fair elections by reporting possible violations such as vote buying. All complaints may be forwarded via email at sumbongko@votesafe.ph or via Twitter by using the hashtag Sumbongko.
File a complaint, and with a reminder that posting pictures of money with sample ballots stapled to the money or whatever, putting them online, this is not proof of vote buying, but you're going to have to file a complaint in order to put teeth to your actual complaint. And third, you're going to have to stick to the case.
While yesterday was certainly a big day for our presidential candidates, this is just the beginning of the 3-month-long campaign. Here's a rundown of their schedule for today. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno will attend a sortie from Montalban, Rizal all the way to Marikina City. He is expected to meet with Marikina Mayor Marcy Teodoro and Aksyon Demokratiko local candidates before ending the day with another motorcade in the afternoon. Senator Manny Pacquiao will give the media a glimpse of the Pac-Man village in Alabel, Sarangani. Meanwhile, Vice President Leni Robredo will remain in Bicol today, as Robredo will attend several events in various parts of the province. While Calyodi de Guzman will hold a Pandesal forum at 10 a.m. today with his running mate, former Congressman Walden Bello. The Commission on Elections will ask for the help of the DILG and the Civil Service Commission regarding the use of government resources by politicians during the campaign period. This comes after some netizens pointed out that presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos rode a government vehicle during a motorcade in Bulacan. But Comelec spokesperson James Jimenez says that if the event happened before the campaign period, then the Comelec has no jurisdiction over the matter.
Obviously, at first glance, there seems to be a problem because, of course, government resources cannot be used for partisan political purposes. However, there is some CSC guidance, Civil Service Commission guidance, particularly on the matter of political officers, meaning to say persons who occupy elective office. Persons who occupy elective office are in fact given a lot of leeway in engaging in partisan political activities. What we need to clarify on is if these vehicles are assigned to them as service vehicles, will there be a difference in the treatment of these vehicles as well?
Professor Dindo Manhit sees the presidential campaigns of Manny Pacquiao and Isko Moreno in NCR and Mindanao as potential threats to the bid of poll frontrunner Marcos Jr. In an interview with the Chiefs, the Strat-based ADR president said NCR and Mindanao are two areas that have boosted Marcos' performance in the surveys conducted last December. So if Pacquiao and Moreno can claim these areas as their strong bases, Manhit says they could give BBM a run for his money in the next surveys. Manhit also said other candidates can make a difference by building a campaign beyond traditional means, like what Robredo's team does with volunteer campaigning.
So we saw a misstep on the part of Pacquiao and Mayor Isko, Senator Pacquiao, because they were trying to get the votes of the Duterte camp. But this January, you started seeing them aggressive. Now, pinpointing weaknesses or even what they consider as opportunities to take away votes from Marcos. And the part of VP Leni being aggressive against Marcos, but also generating voter or volunteer support. So if we see, imagine a few drop, 5%, 3%, that will be interesting come end of March.
Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chairperson Richard Gordon remains unfazed, even if President Duterte snubbed the report on Farmally. In an interview with the Chiefs, Gordon said that many Filipinos want to see people punished for what happened with Farmally. And despite not getting majority votes, Gordon is confident that the sworn statements made by the people concerned can still be used again. And he added that all we need to be brave enough to quote, stand up against the mighty.
President Duterte definitely has a lot to answer. I don't want to hit him, but he was the one who started talking about, oh, okay, makinig sa COA. Oh, okay, makinig dyan sa Senado. Falsifikado lahat yan. I don't believe that just because somebody is very strong in the election or he is the president, that he is invincible.
Time now for a quick look at some of today's headlines. The Health Department says it is possible that the alert status in Metro Manila will be downgraded to level 1 soon. However, community transmission is still at moderate risk as of the moment. The latest SWS data shows 1 in every 2 Filipinos finds it difficult to spot fake news or misinformation. And the U.S. Embassy says the FBI's declaration of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy as a wanted suspected sex trafficker is not related to the upcoming elections. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us later at 11 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.